Like a knackered.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the first ever EcHo podcast. Stu, I don't know what you were doing there, buddy, but we're all good now. We're all good. We're going to unmute the guys so you can hear them now. But wow, okay, Stu's getting a little bit butthurt. Okay.
That's respectful.
No problem. But yeah, so we're here with the first ever EcHo podcast. You got me, I'm Dale, Dallas.
I've been the second one.
Well, and you certainly weren't fucking good enough for the first, were you? Yeah, so Twitter handles and everything are on screen for everyone. If you do want to check them out, if you enjoy it, then please make sure to go follow everyone. I'm Dale, Dallas93 on Twitch and Twitter, not Twitch. Fenton down below me at Fenton_SCO. Stu to my right at Spanchez with an X instead of an A because he's a weird ass guy.
Right, hold on. There wasn't an A available, hence why I used the X.
Okay.
And I had to throw a P in there because
Sanchez with the X wasn't available by any chance.
It wasn't. That's why I got Spanchez.
Exactly. Okay. And then down below Stu, you have got the young gun, the new guy to the team. We got Rocky at @AmRocky on Twitter as well. So first off, we're just going to go through it. I'll go last, so we're going to throw over the new guys to the org first. So Stu, then Rocky. Tell us a bit about yourselves, your background, and what's got you here now in EcHo.
Hi. I play Call of Duty. Yeah, I'm Stu. I play Call of Duty for EcHo. The reason I'm playing for EcHo is because I've known Dale and Fenton for a while, and they wanted me. Put it that way. That's how it goes. They wanted me and they got me. And I brought Rocky with me, because he's a wee beast. Not that type of beast, but a good beast. And
I don't think anyone outside of Scotland will know what that kind of beast is, mate, to be honest with you.
Rocky knows.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He's close to us, though.
Yeah, Milton Keynes ain't that close to Scotland, mate. Hate to tell you.
Closer than Jack and Jack.
Milton Keynes is further south than Manchester, mate. Hate to tell you.
40 minutes away from London.
Damn, okay,
I've done my part, Rocky, you can talk now.
Okay, yeah, but Rocky, you know, mate, introduce yourself.
Everyone knows me.
I'm Simo, or Jamal. Rocky. Play for the Call of Duty team, EcHo, and I'm pretty much only here because Stu blessed me.
Oh, I didn't even need to say it. Let's go.
I do it all the time.
He knows.
Now, Stu, give us a bit of a background into the whole blessed thing, because to be fair, Rocky has got it good for his first year. We'll talk about that first. Rocky's got it good.
Basically, usually, if you're competing in the amateur Call of Duty scene, it's kind of hard to crawl yourself onto a semi-decent team. Because everyone's got mad egos when they shouldn't have. And basically, Rocky's really good friends with Jack, one of our players. And Jack basically wasn't going anywhere without him. So we just kind of had to take him. He was like kind of like a string along, to be honest. He's a really, really good player. And he made a name for himself before he turned 18, and we had to have him. To be honest, we had to have him. He's an absolute maniac. Challenges everything whilst he's one shot. Sometimes works for him, sometimes doesn't. But he's an absolute monster, and we say he's blessed because none of us had the start that he's got. And if he doesn't make the most of it, we'll never let him forget it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, unless you are like someone that's on like quite a big team's radar. Like coming in with a team that is as solid as you guys, with an org that's giving you the backing that we are, which I'm not going to go fully into what we're backing you, but let's just say there's some good stuff coming through the year that will provide a lot of good content. Like there's not too many people that will take a chance in someone like that, but so that's kind of where the whole blessed thing comes from. Because the one thing I'm willing to say out of my personal pocket, I'm already committed to investing at least 1,000 into the team. I sat and worked out the other day. It's about £970 that I've got ready for you guys between events and other stuff. So, and that's just me. Never mind anything coming for EcHo. So
we got it good over here.
Now, Fenton, yourself. What about you?
Me, I'm a charity case. No.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Okay, moving on.
Don't worry, Jack on our team's a doughhead, so it's all good.
Yeah, on you go, Finn. On you go.
Right. Essentially, I was a supporter for EcHo, but I've been brought on as stream management, which means when either of these two stream, I'll be the one that takes charge of that. So if their content's pish, they're gone. I'm kidding, they're not actually gone, but I do. I take control of the content. Well, on the Twitch side of things, I uphold rules, regulations, and make sure everyone's putting in the allotted time.
Mm-hmm. Now, in terms of comp players, obviously we don't tend to set too many targets for competitive players because obviously, you know, we kind of want them to win and placing the money. You know, more money for us, more money for them. It works out, you know. But it's going to be good times. It's going to be real good times.
Yeah.
Now,
100%.
with that being said, I do just want to take a minute to thank all of our sponsors right now. You can see them down below us as well. We got Online Key Store, GT Omega, Gamers Apparel, which hook us up with the nice merch. We've got the EcHo hoodie here. Fenton's wearing the white jersey. And I actually have the original OG jersey on under this as well. So thanks to Gamers Apparel for hooking us up with them, Insane Labs, and of course Glomtom as well. You can use code ECHO5 for 5% off at GT Omega and code ECHO for 5% off at Insane Labs and Glomtom. So if you're in the market for something, make sure you swing by, hit them up. And, you know, if you maybe want to buy some of that EcHo merch, support the team, some of the money from the sales go directly to us, help us support our players, gives you better content as well. So, you know, we appreciate it, guys. We appreciate it. But in all seriousness, though, thank you to the sponsors. But moving into it, obviously, two of them have just introduced themselves, but we got a new COD team, ladies and gentlemen. EcHo are back in Call of Duty. Now, for those of you that haven't followed EcHo for that long, way back in Advanced Warfare, we were actually... Hamba, I see you in chat. Of course I'm selling it, man. It's me. What do you expect? But
I just like jump in for a second here.
Go for it.
Why is Lee in the Twitch chat saying I suck? What is going on there? What did I do to deserve that?
I have no idea.
I love Lee to bits.
I have no idea.
Abandoned us all and went to America to better his life, you know, but whatever.
I know, I mean, you know. You know how that shit works.
Anyway, apologies for cutting in there. Just had to get that out.
No, that's all good, mate. You're good. But, you know, as I was saying, we got a new COD team. We're back involved in Call of Duty. For those of you that have followed us for a while, you may know back in Advanced Warfare, we were actually, in End of Ghost as well, we were actually pretty well known. Now, some players you might know, Bans. Now, if you don't know who Bans is, either you're new to the scene or you've been living under a rock for the past 3 years. I'm not too sure which one it may be.
Rock.
But that wasn't even intentional. Oops.
That was good.
But yeah, so as I was saying, if you don't know who Bans is one of the players that used to play under us. We've had players like Brian Saint, who's now the E United coach, and Aqua, who's now, I believe, on Echo Fox still. I'm actually not too sure what's going on because it's, you know, it's that roster mania time of year where everything's up in the air. So I don't really want to commit to saying people are in certain teams and stuff like that, just for it to, you know, backfire on me and me look like an idiot. And, well, I look like an idiot anyway, but, you know, let's not get into that. Shut up, Finn, shut up. Do you want to keep your job? Do you want to? Huh?
What was that? Who said that?
But yeah, no, so going back to my main point, you heard two of them introduce themselves, and obviously with Call of Duty going to 5v5 this year, there's 3 more players that you guys haven't yet met. So either you guys, Stu, Rocky, whatever one of you guys, you want to just give us a bit more information about the team in general. Meanwhile, though, you guys are going to be seeing a little bit of an announcement video, which your boy kind of worked on a little bit. So, Stu, you want to give us a bit of background into the team?
Yeah. So it's me, Rocky, Jack, Brownie, Ewan, Walrus, Davey. Davey is the team. 3 of us, me, Dave, and Ewan, or Walrus, is Scottish, so the chemistry's immediately there. There's literally that's just there. Rocky and Jack have got chemistry because they've known each other for a long time, like a really long time. and I've known Jack for a while and played with him a lot last year, so the chemistry between me and Jack's there. Me and Rocky have been playing for about the last couple of months of the World War II season, so me and Rocky get along really well as well. So like, chemistry-wise, we are literally meshed well perfectly. It's just meshing our playstyles when the new game comes out, because obviously with 5v5, there's so much that, like, even though like everyone's saying it's not much of a difference, it's that one extra player makes a huge difference. Like, we played a 5v5 Black Ops 3 GB, and that thing was crazy. Like, it was so hectic, and you don't realize it until you actually play with that 5th player on the map. So it's just meshing our playstyles together, figuring everything out, and then grinding Black Ops 4 when it comes out, man. But the team itself is in a good position. We all get along. We all like each other. There's no animosity. We're in a really good position at the start of a season to really do some damage and fucking just get better, man.
Ah, fair play. Now, obviously, I've seen you guys play a little bit. I've been playing a little bit with some of you, obviously, in Black Ops 3 as well. And, like, from what I'm seeing, I'm so excited. Because, like, for those of you that don't know my background, I know everyone else kind of introduced themselves. But I come from, like, same kind of background as Stu and Rocky here. I come from a Call of Duty background. Call of Duty was always my game. Fenton was one as well until he abandoned us for PC, but we're not going to get into that.
PC Master Race.
Yeah, someone kick him for the call, please. But my background's in Call of Duty as well, so seeing a team that not only, obviously I'm good friends with Stu from outside Call of Duty, but a team that actually gets on so well and so early on is showing some good potential, like, that makes me excited to see where we can go in the scene. Because I don't know, man. It's been a while since we've been involved with a team that have actually been like, right, okay, no, these guys could potentially do some damage. Now, obviously, there's some stuff that I spoke to you two about before the stream as well, about potentially causing some contacts we have, maybe getting you guys some better scrims, that kind of thing, better practice. So obviously with better practice comes better performance. So seeing these guys and how they're going to improve over the year, especially with it being 5v5, I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. Now,
it's gonna be good times, man.
The thing with being a new COD team, obviously you guys will have goals and stuff that you just want to hit and stuff that you will want to do. Now, other than champs is the goal for everyone. Realistically, what are you guys kind of expecting over the coming season?
I'll let Rocky take that one.
I mean, my goal was originally the amateur league, but Stu was so insistent on getting to COD champs, I kind of just went with it. But
Nah, the amateur league's a good one to look on, just because of the new split. That's a good one to have your eye on.
I mean, the way it goes, by the end of it anyway, you pretty much get into the last chance qualifier anyway, so that's kind of a good way to go.
Well, if you're aiming for amateurs and amateur league, and there's a whatchamacallit, like a slot to the LCQs, then that's even better, because that way you don't need to stress about having pro points to get into LCQs.
Yeah.
So yeah, the amateur league is probably what most teams are going to be aiming for.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing though, with the split this year, obviously between the pro division and the amateur division now, and both of them having their separate prize pools, I think it does not only make it a bit easier for amateur teams to kind of get to champs, because obviously it's like normally an open event. Like, think about the open events we had at the start of the year. You had teams like FaZe playing through open bracket events.
Yeah.
Like, taking that out of it now, amateurs just playing through the amateur league, not coming up against teams like that, it's going to be better for the advancement of amateur teams, and it is going to mean that it's not just going to be like pros going through open bracket stomping on everyone. So I think that's going to help a lot. But Rocky, in terms of for you, man, obviously you said like Stu just kind of went, champs is the goal, and you were just kind of focusing on the amateur league and stuff like that. Would this being your first year, being 18 and actually being able to play in the CWL event since they brought that rule in, like realistically your first year, what kind of things are you hoping to kind of do in terms of it being your first year?
To be honest, my first year is probably just trying to get my name out there a bit more, because obviously when you're a youth you try and play in the leagues and stuff. I didn't really do that, so the goal really is to get my name out there, try and better my career as it is, because obviously I did a shit show a bit in the amateur stuff for the youth. That's pretty much it this year.
Okay, fair enough.
First year, so
yeah, no, fair enough. I get that, man. I get that. Now, Fenton, moving over to you, Yes, don't look so intimidated. It's all good. It's all good. So you're down as a sub for the team. So what's your? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
But
let me dust this off real quick.
yeah, I don't think you've had
controller.
I don't think you've had that PlayStation turned on in I don't know how long to actually play it properly. But obviously for you with Black Ops 4 coming out as well, we've spoken about the competitive side of stuff. Stream-wise, this game looks like it's going to be huge on Twitch. Obviously, we've seen people like Doc, Ninja, Tim, Courage, like all the big like streamers right now that are like blowing up essentially on Twitch playing it. Like kind of for the streaming side of stuff, what you want to kind of get done this year? Because obviously I know we're looking at bringing in some new streamers. So, if
Definitely.
there's streamers that are like looking for some support and an org behind them, we are going to be looking. There will be some details coming soon, but obviously, Fenton, it's your call. You're the go-to man. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, bro?
Honestly, what I'm thinking is because I don't really want to bring those dirty names, but Fortnite's so big right now that it's taken up.
You mentioned Fortnite. I'm out.
And we're gone. That's the end of the podcast. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Fortnite takes up at least half of Twitch's viewership. It's crazy numbers, but hopefully with the release of COD, the numbers are obviously going to start out lower than Fortnite because at the risk of offending people, it's mostly children that watch Fortnite. So hopefully when COD starts out, the big streamers start playing it, people will start moving over to watch that, but the streamers that we have on, we're all going to be playing that as the day it comes out anyway. We're all going to be streaming it. So our names will be there quite near the top if we start early enough. So
True.
I'm hoping to have people that are dedicated enough to get on early, do the hours that we need, and get in EcHo some recognition because right now there is very little of us.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, our stream team right now, we've got you, me, Sigan, Crosby, Sniper, Mark, and I'm trying to think, am I missing anyone?
Not really, just the COD boys, but then
their main focus is competitive, you know what I mean? So obviously with you two, shifting off the competitive aspect, just Black Ops 4 as a whole, like obviously me and you grind that beta out, Stu. We were playing that beta non-stop. Like, what are your thoughts on the actual game itself? Not so much the comp side, just the actual game itself, boys.
I'm just glad it's colourful. Honestly, like,
Call of Duty Ghosts, anyone?
Comparing it to World War II, that thing was bland, man. This game has colours, bro. That's one of the main reasons I liked playing Fortnite. I didn't even like the game. It's pure colourful. Honestly, it's just nice.
No, fair enough.
Colour changes everything, man. Like, I thought the game was so colourful. You could tell it's well polished.
Oh yeah,
more polished than World War II, and that game's been out nearly a year. It runs really well.
I mean, even the Blackout beta as well. That's more polished than a lot of BRs that are out, like, and have been out for a long time. You know what I mean?
100%. I enjoy all Treyarch games.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically a combination of Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 with a little bit of what's the word? Borrowing from Siege.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's
and
gonna...
Overwatch, actually.
Yeah, a little bit of Overwatch in there.
True. But I just think it's finally like their kind of baby that they've been trying to kind of make with all the Black Ops games that they've done. Like, this is what they've been pushing for.
We love child.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
that's
I'm
the thing though.
I'm hoping they're happy with it, because if they're happy with it, then we'll just keep putting out what we need. And it's Treyarch, so they're obviously always really vocal with the fans and the competitive side. So I'm always happy to play a Treyarch game, even if it's got one shitey thing. I'll still play it. Like Black Ops 3, I hated the wall running, but it was better than any game we had before. Even though I think Ghosts was one of the best CODs to come out. Don't care what anyone says.
And this is where I'm just going to see both chats light up, absolutely ripping you apart now, Stu.
Ghost was great, man.
No, don't get me wrong. The S&D in Ghosts was like Ghosts for me has been probably the best S&D game. Like, as much as
the domination, like not knowing if you're going to get the tick or what. That game, man.
I don't like domination for comp. That's the thing. I didn't like domination.
Come back.
I think it was good.
Let's talk about the game.
I think it will be control. I think it will be control, not dom. But yeah, Rocky, you. What about you? Obviously, we didn't really play the beta with you too much because it's obviously like Jack, so Did you get much of a chance to play it, or?
I mean, I played the multiplayer one the first weekend, and then, bad as it sounds, I kind of got bored of it because I can't just sit there and play pubs all day.
I'm the same, dude. I'm the same. I hate pubs, but I played that game a lot.
I mean, that's the thing. I think the thing that helped us, though, is it was me, you, Adam. Who else were we playing with? It was me, you, Adam.
My pal Scott came on for a bit.
Scott came on for a bit.
Jason as well. Jason was playing as well.
Howard and Jason were both in for a bit as well. Was Howard in?
No.
No, I don't think.
No, I don't think Howard was in.
I played a bit, but not with Dale at the same
time. You played it more in PC. What was it actually like in PC, Finn?
Oh, it was perfect. But it's honestly, it's the best COD on PC since Black Ops 2.
I mean, that's the thing though, with it being on BattleNet and getting like the full support, going through like Beanox, not just being a port. Beanox actually got the base game files and built the game essentially for PC, instead of it just being like a port like Call of Duty Past. Plus it getting BattleNet anti-cheat, which typically for their FPS games, BattleNet, like a lot of people are saying it's Warden. Warden is not the game that not the anti-cheat they use for their FPS games. That's more for like their MOBAs and that kind of thing. It's Guardit that they use for their FPS games, and Guardit is actually a really, really good anti-cheat. So with that coming, I think the typical thing that you see normally in Reddit, because I spend way too much of my time on Reddit, the typical thing you see is, oh no, PC hackers. Like, I can't think of the last time I've ran into one in Overwatch. I genuinely can't think in Overwatch last time I ran into one. So it's like if they're taking the same anti-cheat, putting it into Call of Duty, maybe if they're using it in conjunction with Treyarch's anti-cheat, TAC, like, this could be a very, very good year for Call of Duty on PC, especially with Blackout.
100%.
Like, speaking of Blackout as well, though, like, oh my god, that I am honestly scared for my health. I am going to sink so much time into this game between multiplayer. And Blackout, I am going to sink so much time into this game. Like,
I like it.
I get it's not for everyone, but for me, cause I've always liked PUBG. I've always liked PUBG over Fortnite.
I just don't like BRs.
I get it, man. I get it.
Each to their own, man.
Like, I've always liked like kind of the military style BRs, not the cartoon build a fucking 20-foot tower in the air kind of BR.
Fair, man? Let's get in a gunfight. Hold on, pal. I'm gonna build a wall so you can't shoot me.
I know. Tell me about it, right?
How's that one work?
I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, obviously, Fortnite's got its niche. Fortnite's got its bit where it sits, and obviously, right now that does seem to be the top of Twitch.
Think about it. Blackout comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all your big personalities that play Fortnite switch over. Fortnite's a dead game for a week. I mean, the game's all personality based. It's not that big a game. If Ninja stopped streaming it, if Tim, the only big streamer that streamed that and didn't touch Call of Duty was Nick Merckx.
Yeah.
He was consistently like 40k viewers, but like it was just him because Ninja was playing Blackout. Tim the Tatman was playing it. I think Dr. Lupo was playing it. I know Cypher was playing it. Everyone was playing it. All the big Fortnite guys were playing it.
I mean, that's the thing. You've got the Doritos Bowl event as well.
I hate that.
Wait, man.
When's that?
I guess crap, man. Should have been all COD pros. Get your fucking personalities away from me.
I mean, that's the thing, though, man. It's like I can see the argument.
I'm glad they're doing it because it's more.
I can see the argument for both sides. You know what I mean? It's like if you get the COD pros in, it's not going to be the same.
Like, I know Courage's team has Karma.
Courage's team is Courage, Karma, TP, Courage, Karma, TP, and Hysteria, I believe.
That's cool with that. It's a great team, innit?
Like, I mean, you've got two players that are insane at Battle Royale and two players that know Call of Duty. I believe so.
Or is it like a charity gig?
I don't actually know.
I don't actually know.
I think it's a charity one.
It's good for like Call of Duty.
Oh no, definitely
viewership.
But
I'll be a competitive dude till I die. So.
The one thing that annoys me about it is everyone's like, "Oh no, yeah, this is going to be so good for CWL." If we can't even transfer our own pub players over to watching CWL, what hope have we got of getting people that are only interested in Battle Royale?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a point, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love the CWL viewership to just absolutely blow up. I would love it.
I'd be cool
But-
with like
I don't know.
like what's your average?
Also,
like,
Mark, what's going on, buddy?
League of Legends gets what 300k.
Yeah, CS is on like 500k.
Something like
They
that,
come to the
yeah.
finals.
I would be fine with like 200k. Do you know what I mean? That would be
Oh,
amazing.
100%.
I mean,
I mean,
we
we
average
some-
like
wait,
30k.
We average 30k, and then for like Optic games and
It's like
Optic
50,
games-
60k.
Optic games is like it's max 70k, and then Championship Sunday you always breach over 100k every time.
Yeah.
Like Champs Grand Finals had like over all the platforms it was like 300k.
Something
That's
like that.
only for one event. Like you need that consistently for all the events. Like Vegas
Yeah.
this year, they need to start strong.
I mean, that's the other issue with it, though, as well.
Bring it down.
Like every other esport, it is all on one platform. Like you go to Twitch if you want to watch Overwatch, you go to Twitch if you want to watch League, you go to Twitch if you want to watch Dota. Whereas Call of Duty, you've got Twitch, MLG TV, YouTube. Never mind like anywhere else that's got like third party rights for like other countries and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like Call of Duty as a franchise, whether it's actually in game or the platforms they're trying to push it on, are so split that you'll never get a true assessment of numbers because people are always going to be switching from one platform to another.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know you said you don't like Blackout, and I did want to go into this a little bit, but
I don't not like it. I don't like. I'm not the biggest BR guy. Like,
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's like it'll be my favorite BR that I play. I just don't like BR games.
I mean, that's the thing, though, think of it this way, Stu. Night of scrims, you get off, you're like, right, I just want to chill, talk to the squad for a bit. Okay, yeah, there's multiplayer, but say you're fucking like pissed off for the last scrim or whatever, just go chill in BR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, Rocky, did you play much yet, or?
I played pretty much every single day the Blackout beta was out. I couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah, no, it's so weird.
Fair enough.
And
I felt really lost when it was gone.
yeah, no, like, don't get me wrong, Black Ops does seem like it's going to be a good game. Like, the one thing I'll say, and this is the thing I'm really, really happy about, Stu, you know exactly what I'm going to say, Fenton, you do as well. Did we lose a game all weekend on that multiplayer beta? I think we lost one game, and it was Fenton's first game
It was
when he was at
Fenton's
mine. Fenton's very first game, he had no
I
clue
was on a
about the maps.
controller, alright. If I had a keyboard and
I mean-
mouse, those kids.
I mean, he's not wrong. Fenton's a PC guy, but
I'll probably be playing League play.
right. Yeah, League.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Don't even get me started on
Nice
League
League
Play.
Play, boys.
Oh man. I mean, that's the
PC
thing though.
League play.
That's the thing though. That's going to be interesting as well because it's not like traditional League Play. They're going to be doing like League Play events. They're going to be doing like gauntlets, which Gauntlet. If you've not read anything about it, if you play Destiny at all, it's a bit like the.
Iron Banner.
Not even that. It's like the Trials of Osiris kind of thing, where it's, you've got to win a certain amount of games in a row. Basically, Trials of Osiris was you had to win 10 games in a row, right? Call of Duty, the way they're doing it, or the way they've worded it, at least to me, you need to play as many matches as you can, win as many matches as you can, but you get a certain amount of strikes. Like, each loss is one strike, so it's like, say you get 3 strikes. You've got to win as many as you can while losing less than 3 games.
Right.
And I don't know what they're going to do with that, whether it's like loot rewards or like weapon variants, which thank God are only going to be skins this year, unlike that speakeasy in the Bal Obsidian Steed still give me chills, man. Still give me chills when I think back to Advanced Warfare.
Stu's face.
Stu's just like, nope, I'm fucking done.
Me just to come back.
Stu's getting
I
fucking
hate
flashbacks,
weapon
man.
variants.
Oh no, it's so
Yeah,
bad,
that's
it's so
stupid, man.
bad.
Absolutely ridiculous.
But, so yeah, overall, everyone pretty looking forward to I can't get over Stu now. Overall, everyone looking forward to the Blackout? Everyone looking forward to Blackout then? Enjoy the beta?
Yeah.
I know you're not a big BR fan, Stu.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun for a BR. I enjoyed it.
That's the thing though, man. Like, I found it better playing the squads, definitely. It was better playing the squads when you could have a laugh.
Solo. I found it boring.
Yeah. Like, I'm the same though. Any game I play, unless it's like a campaign game, I can't play a game solo or I get bored.
I didn't mind Blackout solo at all, but I think that's just because it was far less infuriating than the likes of PUBG and Fortnite and solo.
I mean, this is true. This is that's a fair point. Fair point. Now, obviously, we've spoke about Call of Duty for pretty much the past half hour straight. So,
Been half out, wow.
yeah, I know. Doesn't feel like
podcast, do you?
you just lose the time. Now, this is something that's more going to appeal to me and Stu. I know Fenton's not really into it, and I think you said you weren't really too much Rocky either. But
No.
Khabib McGregor. Ooh, Stu, who you got taking it? Who you got taking?
I don't know. I have no idea, mate. If it stays standing, Conor will probably win. If it goes to the ground, Khabib will probably win.
I agree with you in that, to be fair. I do think that...
I don't care who wins. I like both of them.
I do think, depending on how the fight goes, that'll like really sway it. 'Cause obviously, like you said, Khabib's ground game, like unless Conor has been going in, unless all he's been working is his ground game, then
the only thing he's got going for himself is he couldn't get taken down from Nate Diaz, and Nate Diaz was like heavier than that. So if a guy that's got 30 pounds on you can't take you down, then you're obviously doing something right.
Oh no, yeah.
It's just whether he can stuff Khabib's takedowns, because he's such a freak. Like,
I mean, I think it's what we were talking about the other day. It's like normally round 3, Conor starts getting gassed. Like
push at end of round, like midway through round 2.
Yeah,
he doesn't usually go there. Do you know what I mean? Like, think about it. Right, Jose Aldo, 15 seconds gone.
Oh yeah.
Right after that was Nate.
You can tell Fenton's just not interested at this point.
He lost the first fight with Nate because he gassed out at the end of the second round and tried to shoot for a takedown. Third fight with Nate, he'd conditioned himself for 5 rounds, but even at that, he struggled at the end of round 2 because he started getting lit up. And then Eddie Alvarez, he dropped in the second round. He finished off, and then he fought Floyd Mayweather in a pure fucking charity match. So, like,
I mean, that's the thing though. You get to a certain age and you cannot improve your stamina anymore. Like, you hit a certain age and flat out
conditioning, like keeping it consistent.
That's the thing.
Get it better.
Biologically, you cannot improve your stamina anymore after a certain point. It is all about conditioning it, and it's like whether he'll do enough to outlast Khabib, almost, like, just to make sure, like, obviously he's not.
I don't think
getting hit with
Khabib, like, on conditioning. Khabib's conditioning's ridiculous.
Like, when I say outlast, I more mean like Conor's play is always that left hand. If that left hand connects, it is connecting. Like, that's his go-to card. Like, if he can last long enough to, like, wear Khabib down long enough to still hit a punch with a decent amount of power behind it with that left hand, then he's got a chance. But if he gets gassed, Khabib takes him to the ground, it's game.
Pretty much.
Like, I can't see that. I can't see that going too much further. But
a good fight.
Not going to go too long on that, just because I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. But I'm really, really excited for this fight. I'm really, really excited for it.
Good fight.
But bit of news came out today, though, boys. I don't know if you have seen it on Twitter or not, but Sony are now trialing cross-platform. They're trying it out on Fortnite first, but they're trying some cross-platform out. Sony typically have been that company that have been like, nope, we're not doing cross-platform. We refuse to do it. Maybe giving in a bit of peer pressure and maybe the popularity that's came from Fortnite.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
don't know.
so.
Yeah.
Or there could be a behind-the-scenes person plugging money into them, saying, "Do this. Here's a bunch of money."
I mean, this is true.
To the cross-platform, have all this money.
I mean, this is true.
It could be Epic Games, to be honest. They could be like, "We want Fortnite to be played on every console."
How much do we need to pay you? Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with that, though. With that coming out, though, obviously if the beta goes well and people enjoy it and the cross-platform works well, do you think that has the potential of maybe crossing over to other games like, for example, our game, Call of Duty? Like, obviously we've got Blackout in that. People are screaming for cross-platform in that.
The only thing
Treyarch have said, though, that they're not doing cross-platform flat out. But
see what happens. Like, of course it's going to be Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean,
what else are you going to cross-platform?
Rocket League.
Rocket League is meant to have cross-platform coming to it. Like, it's set up for one of the next big updates that cross-platform, I believe.
Yes, it is supposed to.
Then again, they've been saying that about, the past 3 major updates?
Yeah.
You know, come on.
Be good to see.
Oh no, definitely.
It's just cool seeing the companies merged. Not merged, but Like, allow their fans and communities
Having a
to,
firm
like,
handshake, just
firm handshakes all around, yeah.
eye contact button, like,
Yeah.
you'd fuck us over.
I mean, that's the thing. If I remember right, though, I swear a couple of years ago, one of the higher-ups at Microsoft said that they'd always wanted to do cross-platform with Sony, but Sony just never allowed it.
Yeah,
so
that
that, like,
Sony that stopped it.
Yeah, so that, like, Xbox Live players can, like, add PlayStation Network and, like, play with them just, like, regardless of game, you know what I mean?
That would be cool, man.
I mean, that's the thing. At that point...
Never limit consoles.
Oh, no,
but then
100%.
they're probably not doing it is because people aren't going to buy more consoles then. They'll just buy one and that's it. Do you know what I mean? They want money.
I mean, the only reason for people to buy consoles right now is if your friends have that console or the exclusives. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think PlayStation right now are killing it in the exclusives game.
Spider-Man.
PlayStation right now are killing it.
100%.
Spider-Man, Last of Us 2.
God of War.
Uncharted.
Uncharted's one of my favourite game series of all time. Saying that now.
Hands down. Metal Gear Solid.
Yep. Well, that's on Xbox now, but...
Kojima side.
Okay, the Kojima era Metal Gear.
That Death Stranding exclusive?
I don't actually know. Is it? Ooh.
That it's a Kojima game. It's 100% exclusive.
This is true.
Loves PlayStation.
This is true. I don't know, man. When you think of Halo in exclusives, Gears of War and Halo.
I mean,
Xbox.
They just don't really interest.
They don't even like grab your attention the way like Spidey, Last of Us, like. Halo's great. I don't rate Gears of War. Halo's great and all, but it's not enough to like completely make you buy a console just to play Halo unless you're like a competitive player or you just love Halo.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Halo, I absolutely love Halo, but they're talking about bringing it out in PC now. Like, I'm lucky enough, like, don't get me wrong, I've got a PC, I've got a PlayStation, I've got an Xbox, but...
Rub it in.
Sorry. Like, but don't get me wrong, I know I'm privileged to be in that position, I know not everyone can afford that, but it's like, if they're bringing it out on PC... why would I play it on Xbox?
Sure.
The only reason for me to play Halo on Xbox is the comp scene, which, other than watching, I am not remotely interested in. The reason I play Call of Duty still on PlayStation is because I still enjoy playing the game competitively. Even if I don't play at the level you guys play at now, like, I still enjoy playing the competitive side of the game. So I'll play it on PlayStation, but there's literally no draw for Halo for that. Like, if I'm playing it for the campaign and to mess a bit in multiplayer, I'm just going to get it in PC.
Even then, man, like, most people, they're going to sell most copies on console anyway, because there's obviously more casual gamers than there are competitive gamers, so...
Mm-hmm.
And people just want to sit and relax and play their games.
Mm-hmm.
Not like us.
I mean, we do kind of dive deep into games. Obviously, these two playing competitive, and then me and you, we do... Like, for me, I don't know, a game's just boring unless it's got a competitive aspect to it. I just can't enjoy a game unless it's got it.
You ruined that for me.
I was.
I mean, that was kind of my bad.
I played Spider-Man. I only played Spider-Man.
How is that, by the way? I've still not played it. I've not played it.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
100% best game ever.
It's really good, man. And I don't play single-player games much anymore unless they're like big AAA releases.
Yeah.
I don't bother with them because I just don't have the time, and I just can't stop playing Call of Duty because it's just so good.
I get
Even if
it.
it's a bad game, the competitive edge is just so fun. I'm addicted to the feeling of winning.
There's only one Call of Duty game I've not played, and it was World War II. I literally had that shit a month. Like, within...
I had IW, but I hardly played that.
Yeah. Like, within a month, World War II coming out, 2 weeks, and I'd hit, like, second prestige, halfway to third. Like, playing it after work and stuff like that, just grinding it out the first 2 weeks.
Excuse me.
Then, after that, I just got bored of it. Like, I traded it in after a month of it being out. Just wasn't enjoying the game. It's
not very good.
I don't know.
Too bland.
Sledgehammer games, like, they're good at their campaign stuff, but I don't know. I think bringing them in as a full studio, like when they helped out in Modern Warfare 3, they done a good job there. But bringing them in as a full studio, I think, has put them a little bit out of their depth.
Yeah, I mean, AW is pretty good to me.
That was chaotic, man.
I liked how fast paced. I loved how fast paced it was.
I struggled in that game. My
let's
reaction
say-
was like, what's going on?
Let's face it, Advanced Warfare was the ADHD child of the Call of Duty franchise. It really was.
Me?
Yeah, well, I mean, you did enjoy it, Finn. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm on the deck. Oh, no, I'm in the air.
It was amazing.
But,
It's amazing going from games like that, like how crazy they were, and then you're playing World War II and you're literally just,
Running around like a slug.
yes, I'm pre-aiming. I'm back to pre-aiming. I don't need to look 60 foot in the air just in case someone's gonna be. I can always look straight in front of me.
Oh,
Don't
that
think
was
that
that
game
was
was
you the
head
other
glitches.
night. That was you the other night in GBs. Honestly, like me, Stu, Jack, and
And you.
Ewan were playing GBs the other night, and honest to God, all I hear, I'm sitting back rocking fringe behind Red Barn, pre-aiming tracks, waiting for someone to come down. All I hear is Stu, he's 60 foot in the air, what the fuck's he doing up there? He's 60 foot up! I'm like, oh God.
Well, what am I gonna do? Like, I've got a mindset of people being
Oh, no,
on
no.
their feet in front of me, and this guy's flying.
He's cheating.
Oh my God.
Honestly,
Oh, Stu was losing it. Stu was absolutely losing it.
even the sliding, man, the sliding's so fast.
Oh no, yeah, don't get me wrong.
I'm like, I'm shooting somebody 10 foot away from me, he slides, and he's right in my face, and I'm dead.
By the way, going back to wanting to talk a bit more about Black Ops 4, obviously with the studios, Treyarch's probably the best known for taking community feedback and actually doing something with it. Have you actually seen, obviously you remember playing Seaside in the beta, Stu, do you remember the hard point that was like, I'm trying to think of the place to describe it, you know where mid-statue was on Seaside, you could go down and it's the two stairs that split
Oh,
either
yeah,
way
I
into
know
that bit?
exactly where we are.
Yeah. Like someone actually on Reddit actually suggested a change to that because when we got
You give us the fire, we'll give them hell.
Approaching the drop
Let's tango!
Welcome to the party.
Like, how are you gonna hold something that has 4 entry points?
Oh no,
And
yeah,
You've only got 5 players, and someone has to be anchoring the spawns. So
exactly.
then
So
you've
that
only really got 4 people in there, so you can't have 4 people all just sitting pre-aiming one, because then
Yeah.
they're just gonna pinch. So many
No,
ways to look at.
I mean, that's the thing. Obviously, like us coming from a competitive background, we look at it from a completely separate point of view. We look at things like anchoring spawns and like pushing and baiting, switching and trading kills. Like,
Yeah.
but when you look at it from a like pub's point of view, they don't think of that kind of thing as much. So it's like, say in a pub team, you come against a team that's like 5-stack and they lock that down. Like, pubs aren't going to have the coordination to be like, right, we push out this, bait and switch this. At that point, that just pushes away so many casual players, and that then becomes one of those maps that anytime it comes up, people just straight away vote over it and skip it. So it's like, I can see why they're doing it, because it's like, maybe not so much for the competitive side, but for the casual side, it is probably needed. Just to even it out a little bit, but I don't know.
Well, see how it plays
I mean, that's
out,
the thing, though.
really.
Like, we're always biased, though. When we look at games like this, we always do look at it for the competitive side of you. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah. Well,
having
even
to think
though
about it
that's
for the
a
pub
competitive
side.
map, so.
I mean, yeah, that's just true. It did play very well, though. I did enjoy it. I think
Oh,
it played well. But I don't know.
I mean, they're meant to be bringing back raid slums and all that, aren't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
that gets me
I mean,
moist,
they'll be
man.
horrible in 5v5.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! But
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Jack. Dale just sorted it out.
yep, I know. I got so caught
Yeah.
up talking about it there, didn't change the scene back in OBS.
Isn't
That's my
Jungle
bad.
coming back as well?
Yeah, Jungle's
Yeah,
back.
that'd be good 5v5.
Jungle's a good map, man. Give me the game, man.
That's the thing though as well, because of the way the Call of Duty player base has evolved over time as well. Like, everyone's learned to play the game so much different now. especially with competitive coming more into light. More and more people are starting to like try and emulate that. A lot of these maps aren't going to play the way you remember them. They're going to play so different.
Sanchez knows the strats. See, he knows.
See,
God knows.
like one of the things that a lot of people I seen moan about across Reddit and Twitter, don't know if anyone else did, was the fact that they're making the game more team play based, like Overwatch, like Siege,
like your CS:GO, like the more competitive focused games.
Yeah, and people were unhappy with this because like, how am I supposed to enjoy this game casually? Like you can still enjoy it casually. Nobody's asking you to go into a pub game and think you're about to win champs. All right, just sit on your couch, enjoy the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's league play for reasons. If you want to go that extra hard, then you go into league play. If you want to just chill and shoot some people, go into team deathmatch or whatever.
I mean, that's the thing though as well. Though TDM's always going to be like it's Call of Duty. It's an arcade shooter. It's a casual shooter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like TDM domination, they're still going to be the like game modes. Doesn't matter what they do, how much they push, whatever. Like that's always going to be the game mode you've got to try and beat. But I don't know. Like, whether making both pubs and comp 5v5 will change anything, whether it will draw more people in, I honestly don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
You know, I don't think it's gonna make a difference for comp, but it's not gonna do much to pubs. To be honest, not many people are actually gonna notice that it's different because they've got the chaos mosh pit, which is 6v6. But no, like casual pub players are just gonna pick up the game and play it like it was last year. Like they're not gonna think like, oh, this seems different. And then the way with assists being kills as well, they're gonna see their score and be like, I'm shredding. This game's good.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So like, it's not going to make much of a difference to them. Or like your pub stompers, they might get a bit annoyed because they might not be getting the stats that they want because they're not technically getting full kills.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, the only other thing I want to talk about, and I'm kind of glad we kind of naturally rotated back to it, talking about the whole comp versus pub side of stuff. Obviously, CWL brought in that you need to be 18 now to play. Rocky, you yourself, you kind of went through that, and coming up this year. Like, for all the players coming through now, for the players that are just 18 with like such big changes, rosters having to now pick up an extra man, stuff like that. Like, how do you think that's going to affect players having to now come through and play?
I don't know, really.
Also, I've this isn't just at you, Rocky. This is like for everyone.
Oh, okay.
It's just because, like, obviously you've been in that position this year, so it's like you can probably relate to it the most. But I have just noticed the Batman on your mic.
Oh.
I'm guessing Fenton looked at it as well. Like, wait, what? There was a Batman.
I'll leave it there. Why not?
Yeah,
it makes it look better.
Fenton's like one of the biggest Batman nerds you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
So, in all honesty, I'm surprised he never clocked it sooner.
I've only just put it there, to be honest.
Ah, fair enough.
The strip was covering it. I was like, oh, okay, it's just a shirt. Okay.
No, fair enough. But so for like players coming through, or like if this game does manage to transfer more players from pubs over to like being interested in competitive, like what do you think it's going to be like for them now? Like with even long-term players being like a bit up in the air about stuff. Like, what do you think that's going to be like?
What, for like pub players trying to become competitive players?
Yeah, and just like players coming up, like hitting that 18, being able to play in CWL and stuff like that, like try to get their name out there for teams to pick up. Obviously, with all the changes going on, there are going to be a lot more like roster slots open.
More talent, the better. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Start them competing young, so they know that as soon as they take over the 18 spot, then like you've already got a great understanding for the game and how it works, and now you're finally eligible to play like at the big events. Like, there's nothing stopping you playing youth leagues and youth tournaments, but I think it's good, man. Like, for instance, like look at Rocky. He's been playing all the youth stuff and then playing with us, and then as soon as he has the opportunity to come through, he's done it. Do you know what I mean? You better making your mark when you're younger, because then as soon as you hit eligible age, then I wanted to say that, but I knew I would have fucked it up. So thank you. As soon as you hit
eligible,
yes. you already know what you're doing. People already know who you are. It's just better for younger talent, and it's also good. It's good for older talent because they need the younger talent to come in and help them because they're slowing down. Do you know what I mean? So, like,
I mean, Jack.
The more people playing competitive, the better, in my opinion. I just want everyone to play it.
I mean, Jack brings up a very valid point in the Twitch chat. He's saying it forces people to go for younger players and bring the talent through.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's literally what I was just going on to. Like, it does it forces you to bring unknown people through.
Yeah.
To give them that shot, like it's going to be the same with like a lot of organizations like that can't afford like your star players. Like, can you see like exactly like Mindfreak? Who did they pick up? What was it?
That Luca kid. He was 18 or something. Just turned 18. Yeah.
They can't afford to buy out massive players. Like Optic will probably buy out a star because they can. But like,
well, I think Optic going through everything going about Reddit right now is meant to be. Scump, Krim, TJ, Dashi, and Karma is meant to have like agreed to sign for the 5th again, apparently. So
see what happens. But I agree with what Jack put in the chat. Jack put in the chat.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Jack put in the chat because it gives them more time to perfect the. Why can I hear myself?
I don't know. I can hear myself as well.
My bad.
Oh, that's fine.
Right.
Aye, if it was a 3-year cycle game.
How much have you got those Astros fucking cranked, boy? Jesus.
I like to hear your voices.
Oh, fair enough.
That makes sense.
I mean, the Scottish accent. I mean, I suppose. Okay, yeah, okay.
Because most teams only team for a year and split, but if it's a 3-year and players stick and it works out, 3-year cycle I agree with. I would be down for a Rainbow Six Siege type thing.
Yeah.
Let's whip out a game and then give you a 10-year plan. You get 10 years to get good at the game. If you're not good at it in 10 years, you're just shite.
I mean, that is the big difference between Call of Duty and these big time competitive games. Like the thing with these big games that are competitive, you look at League, you look at Rainbow Six, you look at CS, you look at Dota. They do not have a yearly release cycle. FIFA's different. Obviously, FIFA's like football. FIFA's FIFA. FIFA's well, yes, one, it's shite. But 2, it's based on football. Every year there are like squad updates and like transfers and that kind of thing. They need to
bring it out, man. Let's just bring out a big, massive update like they did with No Man's Sky, and we'll just flush out all the strips, bring in the new strips, do all the transfers. Let's not make them pay 50 buckaroos for a new game. But then there's EA.
It's EA though. It's EA. Let's be real here. It's EA. Come on. But I do get what you mean. But it's like Call of Duty is not that kind of game either. It's Activision. You know what I mean? Like Activision are always going to be like, give us money.
But
so,
if enough people ask for it, like if enough people just straight up say to them, right, if you bring out a new game, we're not fucking buying it. Bring out one game, update it over 3 years, then have the company who's been working on a game for 6 years, bring out an even better game.
Not going to happen though, because like we've had too many social media boycott things and like. None of it works. Like the only way we will ever get through to Activision is with wallets. Like as much as it will suck for people that play the game competitive, the only way you'll get through is by not buying that game. Like if they see a significant, and I'm not even talking about 10% of the fan base don't buy it. They're still racking in the money. Like a good 50-60% of the fan base need to not buy that game for them to take notice.
Yeah.
Then again, like no matter what happens, the pub community outweighs the competitive.
Oh, 100%.
So much,
100%.
so it'll always sell. It'll always sell.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Let's be honest, no one likes COD apart from the Black Ops. He's now Treyarch. You're right. No one does like COD.
It's literally Treyarch. Treyarch are the go-to developer.
Like I'm shiting myself knowing that after this year it's back to Infinity Ward. That terrifies me.
But the other thing with that now, they're bringing in BR. You cannot yearly release a BR game.
No,
you cannot release a BR yearly.
They can't do that. Nobody will buy it that way.
I don't know.
BR would die out slowly anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it got a lot bigger because of Fortnite, but
it'll die out within a year. The BR craze within this coming year, it is going to die out.
I can see it. I can see it. But I don't know, man.
I'm just terrified for Infinity Ward's game.
Like, Stu, you hit the nail. Stu's sitting there looking traumatized. Jesus, he's just like.
Announced Modern Warfare character in the entire game is Soap.
I'd buy
I'd
that.
buy that just for soap.
Yeah.
For soap, aye.
Think about where they.
I mean, that's the
came
thing though.
from.
That is the big rumor though that Modern Warfare 4 is going to be the next one. That is like the.
I didn't like Modern Warfare 3. I only liked Modern Warfare 2. Fuck.
Honestly, kind of same, but Modern Warfare 3 was the first COD I was ever somewhat like good at in a casual sense. Like I could go in, fucking slap people about a bit, and then just come off.
Bad copy and paste in Modern Warfare 2. Like, how
It
can you
was.
fuck up a copy and paste? They did. Like, honestly, let's make the same game, but just kind of overhaul the graphics. But at the
Yeah.
same time, fuck it up.
I mean,
Change
he's got a point.
everything.
He's got
Like,
a point.
let's make it
He
feel
has.
different. It was so shit.
The only thing that they done different was obviously the Moab wasn't game ending. They brought in the 3 different types of streaks. You had the support, the assault, and you had the specialist.
It went.
I like
But-
that bit.
It went Modern Warfare 3 and then Ghosts for Infinity Ward, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
Ghosts was great, man.
See,
Let's
I
talk
want.
about Ghosts.
Yeah, let's talk. No,
What a
like
game that
real,
was.
real talk for a second. Let's talk about Ghosts. I don't know how many of you played the campaign.
Underappreciated game.
I don't know how many of you played the Ghost campaign, but I want a fucking Ghost 2 just for the campaign.
Yeah.
Like the way, oh my god, the way the Ghost campaign ended, it was such a cliffhanger, and I'm just sat there now like,
I would take Ghosts too.
I want to know what fucking happens. I want to know what happened at the end of Ghosts. Like, don't get me wrong, Infinity Ward had me bawling my eyes out at the end of Infinite Warfare, but you know.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
not talk about
Let's-
Ethan, can we
yeah.
not? I just forgot about it.
not got a clue.
We're
Oh,
skipping,
mate.
we're skipping Black Ops 2,
Sad.
Dan, because you don't even need to talk about Black Ops 2 because it's that good. Words are not needed to be said.
That transcends.
Yeah.
World at War
Like-
was great for pubs, but not for competitive, so I'm not talking about that shit.
Treyarch,
Fun, though.
like Treyarch games are Treyarch games. Treyarch always knock it out of the park, you know what I mean? But
Ghosts was so underappreciated. That was the game where you fucking hated it all throughout the year, but you didn't realise how fucking good you had it until you had Advanced Warfare in front of you. Like,
I mean, yeah, I
what?
can't
How
argue
can
that.
I go for
Crawling back when you see the jetpacks.
How can I go for Freight S&D, Warhawk S&D, Octane S&D to fucking jumping up and doing a prison and playing Hardpoint?
Bro, I loved AW, man.
What was
Like-
that map called? Riot?
Riot,
What am I
yeah.
playing Riot for? Why am I 50 foot in the air? Why can't I be cemented on the ground, pre-aim in a corner? That's what I like.
Because
Give me
Call
that shit back.
of Duty fans don't know what they want, at least in the pub sense anyway.
I wish
It's
I
like,
could have played.
oh, we
Ghosts
don't
on
want
that.
this, we want something different. The minute they get something different, we hate this, give us the old shit. It's like, come on, make up
Shitey
your mind.
game, man. Like, Advanced Warfare wasn't shit, but it was shite. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Yeah.
but sure.
But it was
I mean,
shite.
everyone that's Scottish will get that more than most, but it's
Yeah,
like,
I don't have a clue.
yeah. Basically, it's like, it wasn't a shit game. Like,
But it was shite.
basically, if it didn't have the Call of Duty title attached to it, it would probably have been a good game. But to Call of Duty fans, that just wasn't a good game at all.
Too fast paced. My reaction times took a hit.
They'd have called that fucking Titanfall
That's-
the prequel at the
That's just called getting old, Stu. Hate to break it to you, but you know.
Getting old.
And then Black
Mate,
Ops
how do you
3
think?
comes out,
Mate,
and
how do you
then
think
get
I feel?
people-
I'm fucking 26 next year. Jesus.
Then you get Black Ops 3 that comes out, and you've got fuckers wall running under the map, popping out the map, and then going, fuck it, I'll come back in now and kill you.
No. Oh, man,
Very
I'm
good.
sorry. Then you've got
Very good.
fuck.
When
What
I've
was
been
it
killed
on?
from eyes, went a wall run underneath the map, fucking came up 360 through a tree, then jumped out the map, came back in, then fuck it, went back out, came back in, then shot you in the back.
What was what was the snow map called? I think it was Infection, something like that.
Yeah,
Infection.
infection.
Infection. Like
That map.
it wasn't the bomb site that was inside. What was the outside bomb site? Was that A or B? I can't remember. The one on broken side of the map.
No,
That was
B.
a
B.
bomb. I can't. Who gives a fuck? We know which one it was.
Yeah, yeah. The one broken side of the map. The wall run. Like the wall run on that wall where you were like fucking 70 foot above it, just wall running. Like who the fuck was going to look at that kind of shit? You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's the
when
thing,
you were
like-
up and it was like a full
Yeah.
city and it made you
Aye,
feel
pure-
Yeah.
sick because of vertigo.
Yeah. I felt like I was inside Inception. Like
Yeah,
what was going on?
that-
I was
I
just
mean-
waiting for DiCaprio to walk out. Like hello.
No, that would have been some interesting DLC for that game. Let's be real here. That would have been some interesting DLC.
Can we not? Can we not like appreciate how Call of Duty Ghost had fucking Snoop Dogg as a voice pack?
True.
Did we forget about that?
That was
Why
cool.
is that never came back?
Not a fan of Snoop Dogg, so for me that was just a gimmick.
Aye,
But
but still, I mean, it's even if you don't like it, it's still
It was a
fun.
money grab, but it was a good money grab.
I bought it as soon as it came out just because I was.
Damn
that
right.
sad.
It was fun. AW was one
I
of
mean,
the better
I do
games
agree
back.
with Dan on that. I do agree with Dan on that. Like,
I agree.
my issue wasn't jetpacks.
I'm for a pish, so
Is that the guess?
The pug's taking over for Fenton.
hello to Jefferson.
All right, Jeffy.
All right.
Nah, the voice packs were clutch, man.
I mean, that's the thing for me. I think if Advanced Warfare had done their jetpack movement the same way as Black Ops 3, then that would have actually been a really good game. Like, Black Ops 3 without wall running, I would have loved. Like,
Which is Black Ops 4?
I mean, essentially.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's no jetpacks in Black Ops 4.
Had to go
but
through
other
the
than that,
shite to get the good.
No, definitely, I agree.
Fucking Call of Duty, man.
But,
Rips your
I don't
heart
know.
out and then shoves it back in whenever it wants.
100%. I mean, that's us hitting out. Damn, we've been doing this for an hour already.
What
Episode
Podcast live.
First episode 1, man,
Sucks you
it
in,
has
keeps you
flew
for a while
through.
and spits you back out.
100%. But nah, I'm just buzzing now. I'm buzzing for the year. I'm buzzing to go
I
to the
just want the
events and
game
get
to come
everything
out.
done, man.
Some great looking lads in here.
Oh, we're going
You
to.
already know.
Who said
You
that?
already know. Mark said that, Bogle.
That's in the YouTube chat, not the Twitch chat.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You
How
already
How many
know,
views
that's
is it?
true.
What's the YouTube chat?
You, all round we're at like 10 concurrent viewers.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
It's
I'll
good.
take it. But to be
We
fair,
want the
man,
dog
I'm
back.
just excited. I'm just excited to.
want the
I'm just
game.
excited for the CWL season to start. To be honest with you, man, I'm looking forward to getting back to events and
I'm looking forward to the game coming out, scrimming,
content-
playing games. Oh, give me
the
game,
content
bro.
we are going to get out of this game, especially for like EcHo. Like, I mean, we've already got some plans in place. You know what I mean, Stu? So, like, the content we're going to get out of this is going to be insane. Black Ops 4 cannot come soon enough.
Reach it. Is Sanchez
mean-
top right?
No, hold on. Let me get this up for you, Mark. There's your. Wait, yes, Stu's top right on the stream, but it's messing with me because in Discord he's top left,
bottom
and
left.
I'm like,
Oh, he's bottom left.
I'm
Yeah,
bottom
top-
right for myself.
I see, I'm bottom right for me, so
I'm bottom right as well. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're just always bottom right, whoever's like whoever you are, but yeah. So
Give me Black Ops 4 and I'll be happy.
again, guys, if you enjoyed the podcast, obviously we had Stu and we had Rocky on for the first one, who I now learned it's Jamal, not Samal. So you know,
Let me change my Twitter.
yeah.
Jamal.
It's.
Enjoyed the podcast. You're damn right.
I mean,
enjoyed this, man.
I hope they enjoyed it. I hope they
Yes.
enjoyed it.
Damn right, they
But-
enjoyed it.
Please do remember, go follow my co-host Fenton down below me on Twitter as well, at Fenton_SCO. Go follow the COD guys on Twitter, Stu at Spanchez with an X,
With an
Rocky,
X.
Rocky at AmRocky, and obviously Jack, Ewan, and Davey. They ain't here right now as well, but we will make sure to put everything down in the description below when the video goes live on YouTube. If you are watching this as a VOD, please don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying it, it does go live. We've not got a schedule sorted for it, but it will be both on my Twitch and the EcHo YouTube. Whenever we go live, there will be tweets about it, so make sure to either follow, subscribe, whatever it is. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, but for now, we're going to close it out, guys. It's been an enjoyable first episode. Last words from all you, Fenton, your first go.
Last words. You better hit that like button, or you're all banned.
Stu?
I'm gagging for a pish, man, so let's wrap this up.
Fair enough. Rocky, anything to say, man?
I still haven't eaten, so.
I'm the same.
Aye, we're
I'm
start,
saying it.
I'm gagging for a pish and we're starving.
I
Yeah, I'm
postponed my dinner for about an hour and a half.
Oh, to be fair, actually, I'm starving as well, so yeah. I'm going to go get my dinner as well. I am absolutely starving, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Love you all. Thank you for coming, hanging out in the chat, so we appreciate it, whether it was YouTube, Twitch, whatever. Make sure to follow, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in episode 2, where I've got no idea who we're going to have on at that point. It could be the same, could be different, I don't know. Come back to find
People.
out. But we're going to have people, yes, we'll have people. That's what it's
We're
going to
doing
be.
the thumbs up thing.
I'm just going to keep my thumbs up. There we go.
But till then,
I
guys,
read
we'll see you later, and I'm going to leave you with a video that came out yesterday. So enjoy Stu's player profile. See you guys in the next one.
That's
Bye.
me.
Away.
On the telly.
Boyd. I go
my
by the
telly,
alias
mate.
Sanchez, and I play competitive Call of Duty for EcHo Game. My background in competitive Call of Duty is quite long, not as long as others, but I've been around since Black Ops 2. Not one of the most known players in the scene, but I have been grinding for as long as I can remember. As soon as you go competitive, you can't go back. Like, public match just isn't the same. So, yeah, from Black Ops 2 all the way up to Black Ops 4 now, that's me, man. Still going for it. The dream is still there. The World War II season was a bit up in there from the start because being in the European scene, you don't know whether you're going to get the treatment that the NA side gets. So you're really kind of just waiting to see if you're going to have more than one event, how much you're going to have to put time into, what you've got to work for. So with the World War II season started, we did get confirmed we had one event, so like that's immediately what everyone was playing for. Went in with the team. That lasted, I want to say, a month. Reason for that breaking was because the pro point system kind of took over, and if you didn't play your 5 a day, you weren't sticking around, and it's still a problem today. So that team fell apart. I kind of went in limbo for a bit, tried with some other players, and then about 2 months, I'd say, before the Birmingham event, I-62, one of my friends, Jack, hit me up saying that he was just putting the team together because at that point it was cheaper for us to just play rather than spectate because we're all going to go. So we put this team together, practiced for about a month and a half because, like I said, it was cheaper for us to go playing than spectating. And we head down to the event. We're under the organisation Karmic, and we're expecting nothing crazy. We're expecting to either get put down to losers first round, but hopefully make it past a few rounds in losers. And we step up against Revolt in the first round, and I'm pretty sure Revolt, being a former player of EcHo, we knew who he was. We knew it was going to be a tough match, but we were confident. We went in, we lost a hard point. It was a close hard point. I think if I stepped up a little bit more, we could have went different. Took the S&D, and then the CTF is where it kind of got crazy. We were up 3-2 with 50 seconds left on Doc's CTF, and this was like we were feeling it. My name is Stuart Boyd. I go by the alias Sanchez, and I play competitive Call of Duty for EcHo Gaming. My background in competitive Call of Duty is quite long, not as long as others, but I've been around since Black Ops 2. Not one of the most known players in the scene, but I have been grinding for as long as I can remember. As soon as you go competitive, you can't go back. Like, public match just isn't the same. So yeah, from Black Ops 2 all the way up to Black Ops 4 now. That's me, man. Still going for it. The dream is still there. The World War II season